One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, guys, let's go. Got 80.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
3 down. Set. 28. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Hey, defense.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Let's go. Three down. Hip. Set. 30. Clay.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Flush to his right. Open man, it's Allen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They run it with Balaj. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
To throw is Tannehill, being chased out left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Set. 40.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Now Tannehill. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Deuce. Hey, 20.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Set. 30. Got 3 down. Check your hot read.
They get it to him running left. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Everson Griffin in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Sanders' kick is good, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10.
3 down.
And it's a welcome back to health for last year's #1 pick. This is Dalvin Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Listen to me.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he finds Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here we go. Bring the energy. Yellow, yellow, yellow. To hot. On Andy.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Two. To hot. On Andy.
Cousins on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Robert Quinn in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hey, 4 down. Rhino.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And with his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing a better job of catching the ball at any size coming out of the backfield because they need to be a full part of the offense.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me,
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
That. They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like
a
that.
really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Hey, guys, check me out.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
3 down. Set. 180. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. All right, T. All right, T.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Single. I got Lady.
Tannehill on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Double tight. 3 down. Let's go. What? 9.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41.
Set. Lady.
After the run, Tannehill going to throw. Escaping and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Set. 20. Go. What we got?
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Dancing to his left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Set. Lady.
On 3rd and short, Drake. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
180! Rhino! 2!
A second down throw for Cousins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Third and short yardage, Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Black flag.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. On the stop, Stephon Anthony with a tackle.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Hey, Oscar! Watch left. He's right there. Even. Wait, hot!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Cook following the penalty. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
When I see Cameron Wake make plays like that, I can't help but shake my head sometimes. He had to go to Canada first before he came back to the NFL, where he's now an All-Pro.
Yeah, undrafted out of Penn State, but look at him now.
And just think about all the pass rushing moves he has, his ability to play against the run. Remember, he was a combo outside linebacker, defensive end. Now he's just simply one of the best in the NFL.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line.
Gun!
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Cook stripped, the ball's out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But hey, Let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Yo, lady! We got three.
They'll start with a give here to Balaj. Room here to run. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. Oh, fighting off the defender. Sheds another. So 1:56 to play in this first half. More from Minneapolis after this. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Set. 28.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Gonna look deep for Wilson. This is intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10.
Yellow. Black.
Following the interception, Cousins. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Spurs. Gun. Yellow. Ready, sit in there. Yellow.
To throw, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Well, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. 3rd and long for Cousins. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Robert Quinn. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Buying time to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Hey, tight. There you go, Tiger.
On 1st down, Tannehill. Flush to his right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Trick left.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Let's go, get set. Set, 230.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The intended receiver there, Allen, and it's 3rd and short. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down.
Set, 28.
Tannehill on 3rd down. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
Three down. Let's go!
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move. 4 down.
A give. This is Cook. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
4 down.
They run it again with Cook. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Give me that ball, defense. Hip, hip, hip. Set, 280.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. He dumps it off to Drake. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds Stills, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Here we go. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Where you at?
Milage. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Block. Set. Got 20.
Off play action, Tannehill. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Anthony Barr coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
Go. Zero.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And now out comes Minnesota. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now Cousins over the middle here to Rudolph. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Now Cousins, flush to his right. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A first down throw for Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Gun! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
Now it's the backup Simeon, eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
Rhino! Gun!
To throw is Cousins. Flushed out right. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved a first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Hey, guys, 30!
Tannehill now to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
There you go.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a 2nd down. To throw is Tannehill. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Tannehill with a hook up to Parker for the Dolphin first.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
20!
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year.
Let's go.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Go. 20!
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Wide open receiver complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A very solid gain of 27.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Set. 28. I got motion. 52's the mic right here, over there.
They'll run here with Balaj. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Set. 30.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4.
Here we go. Set.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a draft.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it second down. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. And they pick up another first down with that run.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Yellow. Gun.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
3 down. 3 down. Odd.
Hey, we're good.
Check out.
Hey, steamer.
Throwing, Cousins. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it second down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Hey. We got 3.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I've thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Again, it's Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. Cousins to his tight end, Rudolph, for a Viking first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
Yellow.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
I know you felt that one. Tight end left. Four down.
Listen to me.
Check. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike.
Gun.
Hey, come on, O. Check 52.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here we go.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Key eight.
Where's the hunt?
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, we got tight ends left.
First down. Here's Cousins. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Mike 55.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go. Bring the energy.
You're all mine, baby. Go get this. You're all mine.
The hunt. 180.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Switch. Whip.
Yep.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Another timeout called by the Vikings now, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Set. 280.
Now Balazs. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11.
Three down.
Let's go. Red 38.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he's on to punt for Miami. And now out comes Minnesota. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then... maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases.
Black, black. Black, black.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. You must be...
Black, black.
Mike, 55! Mike, 55! Night, sweetheart!
They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line.
Let's go.
A big play there, Cousins to Thielen, 62 yards. So often in overtime, Charles, games are won or lost on one big play. That might have been that big play right there.
And the ability to execute it despite the stakes, because let's face it, we've been there before and we've seen guys, maybe they hyperventilate a little bit when it's their opportunity. Not in this situation. They executed it calmly, and they really got it done.
And now they're set up in prime position. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.